and it is official and has been gazetted. November 17th is nomination day, and November 28th will witness the most anticipated election campaign in the post-Compton era. Yes, we used the hurricane metaphor earlier on, and from all indications, it is turning out to be a Category 5 election campaign. Two political leaders are looking to influence how history will record their tenure in politics so far. The leader of the United Workers' Party, Stephenson King, visited the Governor General yesterday afternoon at about 6:30 to let Her Excellency know that the time had come to prorogue Parliament and to call general elections. And then he went to the William Peter Boulevard, where there was a massive rally to formally inform the nation. Lisa Joseph was there and filed this report.
Election Day 2011 will be on Monday, the 28th of November 2011. The United Workers' Party to victory.
It was the announcement long awaited by the entire country, and for the UWP leader, words that will dictate his legacy. Prime Minister Stephenson King told supporters that this election is about the people and their future. But what he did not say, at least not openly, is that this election is also about him. The November 28th poll will be the first without the involvement and influence of the late Sir John Compton. The polls will also test Stephenson King as a leader. On Sunday night, little reference was made to the late Sir John. There seemed to have been a deliberate effort to hold Prime Minister King in the spotlight as his own man.
I met with Dame Paulette Louise at 6:30, and I said to her, Your Excellency, the time has come when I can no longer control my people. My people are ready to go to the promised land, and I must take them to the promised land.
The speech Sunday night to the multitudes that flocked to the William Peter Boulevard traced the hardships the ruling party has endured and the successes recorded. From the death of Sir John Compton, political infighting, rising food and oil prices, strike action by public servants, petrol dealers, Wasco workers, to natural disasters, Tropical Storm Dean, the drought of 2010, the 7.2 earthquake in 2009, and Hurricane Thomas last year. The UWP leader said despite the public doubt and criticism, he rose to the challenge along with his cabinet.
I took that challenge. I took that challenge with one ambition, knowing that I, Stephenson King, emerged from you, the people, to where I am today, and so I must serve you as your servant in government to bring you prosperity in this country. And as long as I live, and as long as you elect me as a minister or as prime minister in this land, I will continue to serve you with dignity.
It was a time of comparison, juxtaposing the accomplishments of the UWP administration vis-à-vis that of the Dr. Kenny Anthony regime. Noting the 4.4% economic growth experienced in 2010, Mr. King asked the nation to imagine what could have been achieved had the global meltdown not occurred.
Do you want to go back to the days of $40 million of taxpayers' money to bail out Rochemel, a private company in which the government and people of St. Lucia have no shares? Do you want to go back to those days? Do you want to go back to the days of the NCA, when millions of dollars of public money was siphoned into the pockets of labor cronies? Do you want to go back to those days?
The UWP leader called on the electorate to turn its back on Dr. Kenny Anthony and the SLP, saying that the opposition has demonstrated that it is not interested in the progress of St. Lucia.
Why is it? Why is it Dr. Kenny Anthony, against the backdrop of good performance of our country, that all he can do is to criticize the international organizations that he himself has worked with before? He has criticized the IMF. He has criticized the CDB. He has criticized the ECCB. And he has criticized or challenged the work of the Statistics Department in St. Lucia. How does he feel to return to government to have to work with those same people in this country.
The United Workers' Party will seek to further energize its base at 2 more national rallies, one in Choiseul next Sunday to be followed by the grand finale in Gros Islet. Reporting for the CTV News, I am Lisa Joseph.
A record of sound management, that was the core message delivered Sunday to the hundreds who attended the UWP rally. The candidates contesting the elections each made a case for the return of the UWP to government, arguing that the opposition St. Lucia Labour Party is unfit to govern. We hear more in this report.